mudras and mantras, got the mudras and mantras.
Okay, I like that song, dude. So we had a fun little idea for this episode. There are a couple of things that Ryan and I have talked about. Well, actually, more than just Ryan and I, but the team have talked about a good bit behind the scenes that we haven't really mentioned on the show. We haven't gone into too much on the show yet. As you've probably seen by the title, those two things are
Mudras and
mantras. And so we kind of discovered that together that creates
M&Ms.
M&Ms, your mudras and your mantras. So we want to do a fun little interactive thing with our audience today. At some point before this episode has aired, we have tweeted out official Bledsoe Said So bingo cards made by our good buddy JC. Shout out JC.
Shout out JC.
Thank you so much. Love you. He's one of the homies in the Discord.
Yeah, and we've known him since we were like
kids.
Little kids.
We went to elementary school together.
Yeah.
So what we're going to do, you guys at home, if you'd like to play with or without alcohol, that's up to you. That's your decision.
If you got any fucking magic plants, talking plants, take a little bit of that, a little drag of that every time you hear a bingo. If you just want to do candy, if you got like a 5-year-old sitting with you, don't know why they'd be listening to our show, but
or if you just literally want to play the bingo game and whatever, then when we say any of the things on one of these cards, then you know what to do from there. What we are going to be doing is every time we say one of the things on one of these bingo cards, Ryan and I have to eat an M&M, and we're going to keep doing so until we are sick.
Okay, wait. Are you also going to eat an M&M for every time you say mantra and mudra?
No, because we gotta have a conversation about the mantras and the mudras. I mean, all right,
understood.
Let's take one for mantras and mudras right now.
Good measure.
Okay, I'm gonna try my best here.
I don't even like M&Ms, but these are good
to keep track.
Okay.
And if you're following along at home and I miss one, I'm sorry.
Yeah, no worries.
But I'm trying my best.
Yeah.
And honestly, like
he's one man.
We have no clue because JC's made like 5 bingo cards at this point.
A few, yeah.
And Alex has pulled like 2 random ones. So Nick and I have no clue what's on these boards. There might be some crazy ass shit on there that we never hit because our episode is about like this, that, and the other. So we have no clue. We might get a bingo. We might get nothing. We might eat 2 or 3 M&Ms. We have no clue.
Let's get it.
All right. First mudra of the day. Praying hands. You'll probably notice this from Naruto when he summons things, or like what the fuck is the dude's name, dude? Mamoru Uchiha or Orochimaru, like they do the Edo Tensei. They do
Is this the thing this is what they do to summon stuff, right? Yeah. So everybody who summons shit in Naruto does the praying hands.
Think out of the box. They're manifesting something. And no, this is not going to be an episode like dissecting mudras like that. But the reason I want to do that was because we're going to start this with the praying hands mudra, because that's the tradition. You start with the praying hands. We're going to bless these M&Ms so that they can imbue us with the might and power of the cosmos.
Well, we also have to give them a mantra then.
Okay. Thank you.
Thank you.
M&M.
Thank you for nourishing our bodies with your sugar.
The green M&M is sexy. She is, dude. She's got a cute little booty.
She thick. Yeah, she thick.
She is, man.
She got them eyes too. She be batting them eyes at
and
you.
I just have a feeling, man, that she's like she's milk chocolate, bro.
Yeah, she's definitely
you know what I'm saying, dude.
I know what you're saying, dog. She definitely the milk chocolate, though.
Yeah, dude. I mean,
okay.
Anyway,
mudra. No, don't eat
one.
Oh
shit!
Come on!
I gotta control my energy, man.
We're playing a game here.
Did you see what just happened there? I almost ate one.
Yeah, come on, man. We're playing a game.
My bad, dude. I was reaching for that green one.
Okay,
get together, Ryan.
So, mantras. For those who don't know, why don't you give a brief rundown on what a mudra even is? We're going to talk about mudras first.
Yeah, I'm more so into the mudra aspect of this, but mudras are very ancient concept. It's like, if we know and understand, it's now the age of Aquarius.
That's got to be one. Age of Aquarius? That has to be one.
Shit.
No?
Bro, I'm keeping track.
Okay, all right, cool. Yeah. I won't say it again. Go ahead.
Okay. Well, we know we're in the age of Aquarius. There's no more of this like bullshit where like, I still wish I knew the truth. You do. It's about consciousness. It's about energy and frequency and energy and vibration. And there's all the 7 hermetic principles. Like, you know the truth. It's just time to like tap into that shit. And we know there's this eternal ancient body of knowledge that was concealed, through every precursor society, through Atlantis, through Lemuria, through whatever, time immemorial. We know it as Hermeticism. We know it as the primordial tradition, whatever.
Hermeticism.
Shit. I want a green one.
Yeah, so continue.
First M&M. That's a good one. Anyway. Point being, we know there's this eternal body of knowledge, but, we also know, if we really studied deep down and dirty in our shit, that after Atlantis, at some point, that shit went to Tibet. That shit went to India. The primordial tradition, the knowledge.
Right, because we talk about like the lost city, where whatever you want to call it, Lemuria, Atlantis, whatever you want to call it. That's like where this deep knowledge of consciousness came from. And then obviously it split. Tibet, Greece, it split. Egypt, yeah. And so
that primordial body of knowledge and wisdom is this living force of truth that's concealed through these secret societies throughout the eons. Now we're just at a point where the beings of light are coming out and they're like, all right, everybody, time to figure it out. Like, time for the secret society motherfuckers
beings of light.
Oh, shit.
I knew that was going to be one of them.
M&M number 2.
I'm feeling hard.
I'm feeling queasy, bro.
Do you want me to just keep interrupting and ripping you guys off track?
Yes.
Right.
Or you could just point at us or like.
No, I like that. It's funny.
Right, it helps me keep track.
Okay,
it's kind of traumatic, man. I felt like I'm on Jackass, bro. We're eating M&Ms.
We're being punished.
We just watched Jackass 4 the last time.
One of those M&Ms has poop in it.
Oh, come on. My trauma brownies. That was so funny.
God.
Okay.
Where are we going? Oh, so mudras.
Yeah.
Okay. To the point. We know that the ancient mystical practices of the Far East are real. They're meaningful. There's a lot of metaphor and mythology behind them. Fuck all that. Look at like Tibetan Buddhism. You can find the evidence of the extreme praise and adoration of these ancient sages through people like Helena Blavatsky, the Rosicrucians. I'm not like deeply familiar with initiatic mystical energy practices of the Masons. I just know sort of like mythologically what they believe. But I know that like you get down and dirty in the Rosicrucian texts and they're talking about like, the sacred vibrations of Om and all this shit. And
Rosicrucian.
Damn it.
Okay, sacred vibe. That's
point being the mudras. The mudras are the practice that the ancients developed to harness the energy of the cosmos. Because remember, we are microcosms of the cosmos. We are a universe. You know that BTS song?
We're the little G's of the big G.
Yeah.
What BTS song?
Maybe it's not BTS. What's that like really popular Korean band?
BTS.
And they had and I don't even know the band. I just know one song because I heard it on the radio.
You're talking about smooth like butter.
Is that really one of them?
That's one of them, yeah.
No, I really don't know their music. I know one song, and it was a hit on the radio, and it played over and over, and the concept was a cult. It was like, you are a universe or something like that.
Oh, yeah, that's BTS.
Yeah, and it's like, that shit's true.
Think.
I'm pretty sure it is.
Okay.
I don't know, man. I don't know K-pop and J-pop and all that shit. I know baby metal. I used to love baby metal. You remember that?
Oh, yeah.
Dude, I used to love that shit.
Baby metal's epic.
Chocolate, it's good stuff, man. Yeah. Anyway, so the mudras are this... this practice, and they understood that there's a metaphorical, mythological explanation to this, and there's a scientific. And I was doing some research, and the Institute of Health, I can't remember what they're called, like the NCBI, you know what I'm talking about.
Yeah,
like the National
yeah.
Institute for Health, they do a lot of this research through funding and things like that. And they actually found statistically significant data that practicing specific mudras for a minimum of 15 to 20 minutes a day has profound impacts on the psyche and the autonomic nervous system.
So in layman's terms, what mudras are is it's hand signs. It's little formations that you do with your hands, and each mudra is supposed to accomplish a maybe not accomplish a different goal, but it channels your energy in a different way. Would that be fair to say?
Yeah, but it's deeper than that. So,
of course. That's the layman. That's the layman.
The layman's term. Okay,
right.
yeah.
That's
Sorry.
the layman
my gears are...
no worries. I just wanted to set that precedence for the people who maybe have never even heard of mudras.
Yeah.
It's hand signs.
It's energy control. Like there's a reason that it's like Naruto, literally one of the most popular animated productions of all time. I mean, if you think outside of the box, like anime is like cornering the animation market. The Japanese anime market is fucking huge. It's second, maybe only to like American animation.
Right.
Maybe, if even.
I think it's probably bigger than American.
Probably. So it's like, it stands to reason to say that Naruto is one of the most popular cartoons ever created.
For sure.
I would wager that. I fucking love it. Fucking love it. Fucking love it. And like, again, we did a whole episode about the concept that, at least I believe, I have this intuitive sense that through Eastern animation, like particularly anime, they're revealing a lot of these mystical truths in the plot and woven into things and things like that. And like Naruto, for example, you know how they charge their chakra?
Yeah.
Well, that's actually, if you see the pointer and the index finger pointing straight up, and then the tips of the thumb touching the ring and the pinky finger.
Pointer and the middle finger.
Yeah, that's what I meant. The pointer and the middle finger. And then you touch the ring and the pinky finger. That's the prana mudra. And that's actually the ancient practice of cultivating prana or chi into your aura.
Well, that's what they do in Naruto.
That's exactly what they do.
They do one on each hand and then they stack them together like that.
Bro, summoning jutsu.
Yeah.
Prayer hands.
Yeah.
It's very simple, very basic.
That's one of them too.
Yeah. Now, naturally, I don't think every single hand sign they do is like completely real. A lot of it is like fiction. But like another one that's mind blowing, like when Naruto's going into sage mode, he does the Dhyana mudra, which is like you see statues of Lord Shiva meditating. It's the right hand over the left hand because the body is a microcosm of the macrocosm. So like the right side is the sending out and receiving force of consciousness. The left hand is the receptive, more feminine side of consciousness. But then if you're remembering last episode, you're like, wait a minute, dude. Gotcha. I thought the right brain was the feminine side and the left brain was the feminine side. All right, well, slow down. Put your gun away and just listen for a second. You'll know if you've studied psychology for a motherfucking minute or two, you'll know that the right brain controls the left side of the body.
Exactly.
And the left brain controls the right side of the body.
Get him, Ryan.
Yeah. So
tell him.
It's like this yin yang thing. So like the left side of the body is the receptive force, and the left side of the body is the right side of the body is the expressive force, the sending force. Like people do energy channeling and shit like that with their right hand. Left hand is if you're trying to receive, like if you want to meditate and hold a certain crystal that can ground you to certain energies, you want to hold that shit in your left hand. If you want to do some sort of manifestation work or some sort of energy channeling, you hold that shit in your right hand. You lay your right hand on people for healings and for things like that. And anyway,
I'm eating an M&M for Crystal because I'm certain that's one of them.
Oh shit. Yeah. So anyway, so let's get into the mythological symbolism of the mudras.
Yes, please.
Not only is there real verifiable scientific evidence that holding at least the Gyan mudra, which is the most popular one of all, other than the prayer hands.
Yeah.
Holding that shows the thumb and the pointer finger, the nerve endings are stimulated, and it creates this even chain of energy flow through the nervous system, through the arms and through the hand, because any dummy could figure out that the hand is probably the most articulate part of the body. You have these like multi-joint digits and these very fine-tuned articulate muscles and cartilage and tendons in the palm of your hands, and they're just constantly leaking energy.
Extremely complex.
Yeah, I mean, what do anxious people do? They wring their hands. What do you do when you're mad? You clench your fists, or if you're running, you want to clench your fists. Like people, the hands are these nexus points of energy flowing in and out of the body.
Yeah,
and that's the point of mudras. Is you're creating a seal. Mudra means seal.
Oh, it does?
Yeah, it's an energy seal. You're sealing the energy into your body and harnessing it.
That's epic.
And so here's the mythological representation. The thumb is the element of fire. Remember the 5-pointed star pointing up? We talk about it in so many episodes, and in the last episode we hit it pretty quickly. It's the Fibonacci sequence. It's the sacred geometry shit. Like the truth about the 5-pointed star is that it represents the spiraling eternal ascension of consciousness to higher and higher realms through evolution. And if you think out of the box, because Every truth has an intuitive, metaphorical meaning and a logical, factual, scientific meaning. Because remember, we're in a dual paradox. This reality's fucked up. It's weird. So like the myths are true and yet the science is true. Get that in your head.
Yeah.
Anyway, the point of the 5-pointed star is like the metaphor version is the head is the element of ether or spirit or consciousness. 3 different cultures using 3 different words there.
Yeah. But essentially,
or akasha or space.
Yeah.
Yeah. It represents that mystical spiritual element. And then the other arms of the star and the 2 feet, they represent fire, air, water, and earth. The 4 like earthly material elements.
Yeah.
And that's the true meaning of the 5-pointed star. And then you flip that shit upside down and it represents descending into like animal, instinctive, like do what thou wilt kind of mentality, like Luciferic, like self-serving.
Oh shit!
Self-serving mentality. It's coming back to Mudras, I promise.
Oh yeah.
Remember, all the occult shit is linked to the practices of the
occult.
East. Fuck!
Oh my god!
I didn't eat the first one yet.
Here we go. We're eating M&Ms today, y'all.
So the whole reason I brought up the mythology of the 5-pointed star, you see it in Wiccan all the time, and they act like they came up with that shit, but it's literally an eternal symbol. It's reflected in the hands because we are microcosms of the macrocosm. And the 5 fingers are the 5 elements, and the thumb is fire. The finger is the pointer finger is air. The middle finger is space or ether or consciousness or spirit or akash. Sanskrit word. The ring finger is earth and the pinky is water. So
we got to do an episode about the 5th element.
Let's do it, dude. That'll be the movie I'll watch, bro. Do you want to do that one next?
Sure.
I have never seen it as an adult.
What?
Only as like a young child.
Oh my god! Yeah, we're doing.
Let's do that. When I get back from Germany, I'll watch that and we'll do it.
I have it on. I have the Steelbook. I'm obsessed with that movie.
Bro, you just give me a reason to watch some of these old movies and do a podcast episode about it. I'll watch a movie a week.
5th element.
I love watching movies.
It's incredible. It is incredible. I love it. Extremely mystical too.
I can't wait, man.
Yeah.
Like I trust me, bro. Notes will be just like never ending. I'll be taking notes during that shit.
Yeah.
Anyway, so the point that or the reason that these elements were attributed to the fingertips is because it was understood by the ancients that although both realities are true, like yes, there's a metaphorical version, but there's also nerve endings in each finger, and when you combine them, it creates different energy flow.
Yeah.
In the body. The thumb element represents fire, which the point behind that is when you connect it with the other elements, you're symbolically burning aspects of that element to balance the 5 elements within one's body.
Wow.
So the thumb is fire, and when you connect the fire to like when you connect also they have other symbolic representations of the microcosm and the macrocosm. The finger placements. Like for example, Gyan Mudra, also known as Chin Mudra when pointed upside down, also known as Jnana Mudra, which is like, I think it's a Sanskrit word, Jnana. But like the seer's pose, the Gyan Mudra. This is so important and so symbolic because not only are the 5 elements represented by the fingers, but also the thumb represent planets too. There's astrology behind it.
Huh.
I don't remember every single planet, but I know that like the thumb is representative of Brahma, the supreme universal consciousness, the one mind of God, the intelligent force that created all realities.
Damn.
And the pointer finger represents Jupiter, which if you know anything about astrology, the savior, heroic, godlike figure in pretty much nearly every myth is astrologically related to Jupiter.
Right, yeah.
It's also physically the biggest planet in our solar system, or one could say the biggest realm.
Sure.
Where life is possible or life comes from or whatever. And when you do the symbolic act of the material manifested hero, savior figure Jupiter bowing before the supreme ultimate mind and force of the cosmos, Brahma, and you create an energy chain there, it's symbolic that Jupiter is bowing and receiving wisdom from the cosmos.
Wow, that's so epic.
So mudras are a deeply esoteric practice, but the thing is, like, people get lost in that and they're like, oh, that's hokey pokey fucking bullshit. Well, no, it's not, because we just told you, we just took very careful, considerate effort to tell you that there's science to prove this shit works.
Yeah.
So it's like, when are you going to figure it out?
Yeah.
When are you going to figure out like the mystical shit is true? And there's always proof behind it if you just look deep enough. It's like Gohan finding the bugs in the movie.
Yeah.
Spoiler alert. And he finds like, oh look, there's even ants that turn
Spoiler,
gold.
that's one?
Yeah.
Damn!
The word spoiler. We do say that a lot.
Yeah, we do.
Because we don't like spoiling
You also
movies
did
for people.
esoteric again.
Oh, yeah. We're going again.
Oh, man. Yeah, we're going to
We're doing repeats. We're doing repeats.
That's fine with me, dude. Makes it more fun.
Yep. And make us more sick.
So, mudras are super cool.
Here, I have a question. So that one we were just talking about was the guy on Mudra.
Yeah.
It was Jupiter bowing before the one eternal mind.
Brahma.
So is this, because, you know, we talked about how each mudra kind of does something different for you.
Uh-huh.
What is this one used for? Is it for
Channel-
gaining knowledge?
Yes, wisdom. It's wisdom.
I figured because of the allegory of
Yes.
Jupiter bowing. Yeah.
It's bowing before the supreme. It's humbling yourself before the supreme ultimate force of the cosmos, bowing before it, and then allowing its energy to flow evenly and balanced through you.
Epic.
So, like, most of us are in this state of anxiety. Go, go, go. Oh shit! I woke up out of bed 5 minutes late. I gotta go brush my teeth, hop in the shower, and go to work. You know,
Yeah.
like that's the
I don't
reality.
got time for my mudras.
Yeah, I don't have time. Boy, you better practice your mudras.
Did you say your affirmations this morning, boy?
Get down now. The dog over there is barking. He can tell you ain't been doing your mudras. He sees the spirits. Dogs always bark when orbs show up. My dogs have always barked when orbs show up.
The night that Jeremy told me about them, it was
Oh yeah, the dogs were barking.
Dogs were barking.
And remember, the first time my dad saw the entity in our backyard, the dog led him to it. Rose
Yeah.
did. Anyway, side tangent.
Rose, the dog, Rose the Crucian.
Rose. Okay, you said it just to make us eat. Come
I
on,
wanted
bro.
another
Come on.
M&M.
Yeah, they are good. They're good. Anyway, so oh yeah. So like for an example of how this works, there are a whole list of, I believe they call them hasta mudras, which are like the therapeutic ones that are purported to have real physical, mental, and emotional benefits on the body.
Right.
Like the booty mudra.
Booty.
The booty dough. The green M&M is thick.
Oh my god. We talking about the booty duty
She's hot. You know who she reminds me of? The green chick from
Dragon Ball Z.
You know what I'm saying.
Yeah.
Dude, I mean, I'm not into aliens and shit. I don't even believe they're real,
I
but
think you are into aliens.
I kind of am. I'm like the alien guy.
Yo, I like the one above Nick's head.
Oh shit!
Damn.
Girl.
Hey, bro, that's my mom.
Stop. She's all of our mom.
Yeah.
She's everyone's mom. That Oedipus complex? You got Oedipus complex, Alex?
Dude, don't make me look that up right now.
Stop. Okay, back to mudras.
Okay, yeah. So, like, for an example of how this works, the pinky element is water. So, the concept is like, for example, this is the booty mudra, which is like the word like Buddhi, like a booty,
Right,
someone
right,
who's on the
right,
path
right.
to becoming a Buddha.
A Buddha, yeah.
Yep.
A big old fat booty.
Yeah, big old fat one. Connecting these two fingers is supposedly like
Thumb and pinky.
thumb and pinky. The pinky is symbolic of water, so when you're taking the water and you're burning the fire element, it's like you're plunging your consciousness deeper down into the watery abyss of the subconscious mind to receive really deep psychic intuitive thoughts. There's a whole mythological explanation for every single mudra.
So this one is for like deeper
Deep
understanding.
Deep meditation.
Deep meditation.
Yeah, like downright like subconscious realms. Like you're laying in bed at night, you're laying down, like you know. Oh, it's very important to be said that mudras, I've been doing this a lot lately, and I mean, honestly, it's really helped me. It's not the kind of thing where you have to sit in a specific pose. Sure, it always helps to take something, you know, seriously, but like if you're the kind of person who just feels like they don't have the wherewithal or the knowledge or the disposition to do any sort of specific ritualistic meditation practice, you could just be watching TV and hold that shit. Like, haven't y'all seen Jujutsu Kaisen?
Oh yeah.
The motherfucker had him training watching horror films how to master his energy.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Like,
Yeah.
remember we made the joke the other night on the Discord event talking about the Page Master?
Oh right.
And I was like, yeah,
right.
man, like when I was a child, that was like a pivotal moment for me. It was like watching that scene without flinching. It's like even as a small, like 6-year-old boy, I was like training my reaction to horror films. It's like Jujutsu Kaisen. But yeah, no, I seriously, like, dude, you can ask my wife. I hold mudras lately while I watch TV or watch
Yeah, you can do
movies
it
or
whenever. It doesn't have
laying
to be
in bed, even walking around,
Yeah.
you know, like you just do it. It's just about letting the energy flow through the body.
That's a similar misconception that people have about like meditation.
Yeah.
That people think you have to light candles and sit crisscross and like think about nothing and like, no, it's way more chill than that. So like you don't have to do some ritual to do mudras. You can literally just be sitting right here and do some mudras.
Yeah,
you could
just
be
hold them.
Listening to this right now, you can do some mudras.
Just create the seal.
Yeah, exactly. Create the seal.
Yeah.
It creates an infinite loop. Because when your fingers are spread like this and they're not connected, you're just like letting your energy out into the world. But when you create the seal, it literally creates like an infinite loop of your own energy.
Exactly. And like, for example, oh, dude, this is relevant. You remember in Fullmetal Alchemist Brotherhood? I can't remember his name, but he was the serial killer who killed alchemists, and then he's like a good guy in the end.
Oh, yeah, yeah.
Don't you remember his left hand was destructive?
Yes.
And then in like one of the last episodes, he rips that shit off and his right hand is creative. And he starts like creating shit. Mm-hmm. What do? Don't they bring their hands together in the prayer mantra every time Ed tries to manifest some like tool?
Oh, yeah.
Yeah. So it's like, here's the thing about the prayer mantra or mudra. I don't know what the fuck
You're mixing mantra and mudra.
I think I am. My brain is going so fast.
We haven't gotten to the mantras yet.
Yeah. But anyway, so the prayer mudra, it's like when you put your palms together, your right and your left palms, it's creating a balance point for those giving and receiving energies. Mm-hmm. And it's actually balancing and allowing connections to be made between the hemispheres of the brain to kind of open up your senses and have like a heightened sense of intuition and perception and being more in tune with the energy in your body. So as tradition goes, you start and you end every single meditation or yoga session with prayer hands. And like I've heard stories of people in prayer hands meditating, and like that's when real shit comes. Or like, you know,
we did prayer hands and manifested Duncan Trussell.
Oh yeah.
We literally did.
We did. We went
Om with our prayer hands.
Yeah, that shit was funny, man.
Like,
mudras are crazy. Like for example, the Apana mudra. There's a force in ancient Hinduism, like I guess you could say like belief system called Apana. I believe there are 5 forces of energy, like prana, apana, dosha. I don't know them all off the top of my head. I'm still trying to crack that puzzle.
Yeah.
It's just so much like it's like foreign words in a language I don't even know, and I'm trying to very slowly learn it and commit it to memory. But like the force of apana is this descending, spiraling energy that goes through the crown and spirals through your subtle body and transmits energy out and purifies you through the feet. It sends the energy through the chakras in your feet into the grounding force of the earth. So the way to summon this apana energy to purify yourself is thumbs, middle finger, and ring finger. And the physiological benefits of this are purported to be like purging waste and toxins from the body, purging negative emotions, purging negative thoughts. It's just like this spiraling force of energy just sweeping through and cleaning out your mind, body, and spirit. The whole makeup of who you are as an entity, you know? So it's like...
It's like a purification thing.
Yep. And for example, there's another mudra, like if you want to increase the fire element in the body. Let me remember exactly. It's the Agni mudra. I just can't remember off the top of my head.
Isn't Agni like the god of fire? Yeah, that's awesome.
Yeah, I play him in Smite.
Yeah. You want me to look it up for you?
Sure. Yeah. Just look up Agni mudra. Okay. All I need is the picture.
I mean, I would, but I'm just, keeping track of it.
Yeah. No worries. I got it.
But,
Agni mudra. Oh yeah, it's this one. It's here, let me pull up the big one. It's that. Is that it? Oh, this one. Gotcha.
What is that, ring finger?
Yeah. So it's thumb over ring finger. It's not like you don't connect the tips. You actually place the thumb over like the second knuckle of the ring finger.
The ring finger goes in the cradle of the thumb.
Right.
Yeah.
Right.
And then the thumb touches the joint.
So that's the Agni.
And like it's
mudra.
The one that it's believed about this one to like increase the fire element in your body and balance out the overabundance of earth energy. Mm-hmm. It's like, according to this ancient belief, too much earth energy means like too much physical ailment, disease, stress, whatever. So like they have this entire mythological belief system about every single finger placement of every mudra. It's like people can go into that as deep as they want. They can believe it, not believe it. Doesn't fucking matter. The whole point is like these elite societies believe this. I can tell you that I've read through Rosicrucian texts, and they have writings about finger placements on the body for
Rosicrucian. He said Rosicrucian.
Shit!
Whoa! Shit.
I can tell you that like these very ultimate powerful groups that are manifesting reality or trying to still to this day, but they're losing control because they're bitches. They believe in these practices and chanting sacred vibrations and things like that. So, how are we doing? I wanted to kind of move on to.
We're halfway.
Oh, cool. Shit. Perfect. Yeah. So like mudras are cool. It's a wonderful practice. I practice them every single day. And the last thing I'm going to say about mudras is why I believe in them in the first place. I'm not
Eat that M&M right now. You little chump.
I ate it.
Yeah. Mudras are dope. And if you like, look, I think about it in a similar way that I think about sacred frequencies. Mm-hmm. You know, it's like each frequency, it resonates with a different vibration in your body, and that benefits you in different ways. So when you are creating different pathways for the energy to travel in your body by aligning your fingers in different formations and subconsciously channeling that energy in that specific way, it literally makes the same amount. It makes perfect sense. Yeah. It's just channeling energy in a different way.
If you're a fan of martial arts, Bruce Lee, one of his really famous concepts is that the human body has energy leak points and they need to be plugged. And like that was his terminology, plug the points of energy leak. And as far as like physique goes, muscle and like dynamic power and striking force, his philosophy was that you have to have an extremely strong core because that's where energy leaks at such a rapid rate. But, it stands to reason. Like there's these great philosophers popping up throughout time talking about energy leaking from different places in the body, and you have the whole acupuncture system and qigong, and like in the East they have these elaborate practices about channeling energy through the meridians and the chakras of the body, and like secret shit. Pay attention, homies. I literally, on a first name, cell phone number, like come over for Christmas kind of basis, know the fucking people who ran the Psychic Spy program. You know the whole movie, The Men Who Stare at Goats and all that shit? Well, guess what? I gotta say that the movie was a fucking joke, and that's not how it really went down.
Right.
What really went down is they practiced qigong, which is a form of energy manipulation into the hands through the body and mind, and then they practice a technique called dim mak, where through the tips of their fingers they touch the goat, and then it died from energy. It's energy shit. It's real.
Oh, absolutely.
It's very real.
There's videos online of people like literally making the paper catch fire in their hands. It's like, how, I don't know why that seems so far-fetched. Like we are literally comprised of pure energy. We are pure energy. Why wouldn't there be some kind of a way for us to harness or channel or move that energy about in different ways? Like, I don't know. Why would you believe that we are made of pure energy without believing we could use it in some way?
Yeah, and it's like it's so real that the freaking CIA and the Department of Defense is out there learning about it and studying it so they can assassinate people with it. Like the shit's real. So what can we do in our home?
Wait a minute. You just say the CIA?
Yes.
Yeah, I said it 2 or 3 times, bro.
I'm trying my best, dude. That's what I said.
Great. You're doing
you are
great.
Doing great, but now I'm like, how many times do I have to eat it here?
Just once.
Okay.
I'm the hall monitor, man.
Yeah.
You're doing great, man.
Okay.
Look good too.
Always.
So I wanted to wrap out the mudras with one more thing, just because I feel like the viewer would appreciate this story. I'm not going to reveal names, but immediately after doing DMT, I saw one other person do it that night, and then a month later, I saw one other person do it in my proximity. So I've consciously only seen. Actually, I saw 3 total people do it, but I'm referencing 2 at this moment. These 2 people, the first one particularly blew my fucking mind. And you were there.
Yeah.
This first person, insane. It was insane.
Honestly, just a preface, this is the thing that convinced me 100% that mudras are real.
Same. It's from that day. I've been practicing them ever since.
Yeah.
Anyway, so like this guy goes through this DMT experience, and we're all watching, and I don't know if you guys have ever like been around DMT or anything like that, but like you be quiet. It's a total respectful thing. Like you don't ruin anybody's experience. It's some life-changing shit. Like you You just shut the fuck up and let them experience it and guide them, you know? So we're all sitting there kind of like trying not to giggle because this person is squirming on the couch.
Oh, yeah.
Squirming.
It looked like they were on a roller coaster, like
fighting, but their eyes are closed, obviously.
Yeah.
Fighting the trip, fighting the experience. Like, holy shit. Meanwhile, I was peaceful. And I've seen other people be peaceful as well. But this one person was fighting it. It was hilarious to us. But, you know, out of respect, we were being quiet. We're sitting there giggling. And then this person out of nowhere doesn't talk about this shit, doesn't practice this shit, doesn't study this shit, unless it's talking with us about it, really, or like other friends who tend to be interested in this kind of stuff, but
has never practiced this on their own.
No,
never,
exactly.
Didn't even know about it. I don't.
In the middle of the DMT trip, did out of nowhere the guy on mudra actually cleared with the palm, like if you see the video, like this, took a deep breath. And then breathed out. And
but also did it with some flair. He goes like this and then goes.
Yeah.
Like it was, it wasn't just like their finger and thumb happened to touch.
No,
it was like there was a whole show behind it. It
was downright fucking poetic. It really was. It was like whatever experience this person was having in the spirit world was like using their body to demonstrate a point to those around him. Like, you know, oh, and by the way, I forgot to mention at that moment when that happened is when he was peaceful and was quiet for the rest of the trip. And it was like 10 more minutes or something like that.
It was calm.
And it was so weird that in the spirit world, when this person was finally centered, their body reflected an ancient mystical practice and finger sealing technique that
they didn't even know about.
He was genuinely not aware of.
He didn't know about it.
Mind blower number 2. The next person, I see them do it. He had it the whole time. The whole time. And talked through the trip and just sat there peacefully. And I was like, okay, dude, like this shit's got to be real. I'm not even going to question. I already was interested in it from watching Naruto, and you know, it's like Eastern practices. I've spent the last probably 12 years of my life or 11 years of my life like strictly studying Western esoteric practices, and now I'm just fully like headfirst diving into the Eastern aspect of things, and it's blowing my mind more than I ever thought possible. You know, and it's like
profound shit.
So yeah, there's something to that shit. Mudras are real. Practice your mudras, please.
Practice your mudras on your front porch.
All right, now.
Equally important.
Bro, I'm winded. Can I have an M&M?
No.
Say a word.
Rosicrucian?
Yep.
Okay. Oh, that's lame.
It's the only one I could think of.
Well,
okay.
I don't know, take a shot in the dark. You don't know what these words are.
All right.
Star Wars.
Yeah.
Yay! Let's go. Okay. So, equally, I just bit the shit out of my lip. That hurt.
Damn, dude.
Equally as important to mudras, mantras. Which honestly, let's just be clear, in layman's terms, it's just a fancy word for affirmations, right?
Pretty much, yeah.
Yeah. It's something that you audibly repeat out loud, like obviously audibly. You repeat it out loud to have an actual impact and change on your physical life, on your reality. You know, we've talked about affirmations since the very beginning of this show and the importance of affirmations because of the way that they program your subconscious mind. We talk about all the time the importance of words and the importance that the weight that your words hold when you speak them out loud. You can think things in your mind. That's one thing, but speaking them aloud is different. What's up, Alec?
Nick, what's your favorite affirmation as of late?
I mean, the one that I always default back to is, you know what? I've never told, I'm about to tell y'all something that I've never told you. The default one that I go back to is, I am happy, I'm healthy, I'm wealthy.
That's the one I started with.
Yeah.
I'm happy, I'm healthy, I'm wealthy. Because you can't go wrong if those 3 conditions are met.
Lately, they've been more vague, but they've been vague because of how strongly my feelings are towards whatever my mind is focused on. And yeah, I haven't shared this with you guys, but just because it like never came up. But for the past like maybe 2 months, when I say my affirmations, I have uncontrollable convulsions in my body.
Dude, do the mudras with it. See what happens.
I have. Like, I'm not shitting you. I mean, uncontrollable. Like I'll speak things and my entire body, it starts from my feet. And it literally, like Beerus from the movie, literally, it is like a strong convulsion where my entire body has to shake it out. Not only that, but I know this is really wild that I'm becoming this in tune with myself, but I know that I have sufficiently spoken it into existence because I get a feeling in my gut. I literally get a feeling in my gut of like warmth, and it is like an unmistakable feeling that I never feel any other time. But I know that when I have spoken something, I know it's going to come true when I feel that feeling in my gut. I can feel that, and then sometimes I get the convulsions too. Pretty often I get the convulsions. Those when that happens, I know that like I'm literally actually manifesting. I am changing my reality through the things that I'm saying because like I'm having physical reactions to it.
That's incredible.
And when that happens, by the way, every time it happens, I take a note of what I spoke, and every time it comes true. One of the first one was when we first started talking about getting Duncan on the show.
From the beginning.
Yeah. Well, no. I mean, like more recent when it actually started to become a possibility.
Gotcha.
I said out loud at home one day, I said Duncan Trussell is going to be on our show, and it was both. I felt the whoom. It's like this like light is ignited in my gut, and then the entire shiver from feet to head, literally from the bottoms of my feet to the tip of my head, like a convulsion that starts from the bottom and goes to the top. And then it's just like a smile. I just feel a smile through my whole body. And I'm like, yep, okay, well, it's going to happen then.
That's pretty profound.
It happens every single time. Like, I know it's real and I know it's going to come true when that happens. So,
well, for sure. It's like, even in the book of John, one of the most esoteric Bible texts of all time. Is that one? Oh, I said esoteric. Shit.
I'm really keyed in on the ones that are going to get me bingo here.
Yeah.
And I just can't believe they haven't been said because they're very broad. But go ahead.
Anyway, the book of John, it's the first thing it says, like in the beginning was the Word and the Word was God. But, the ESOTERIC. I didn't say it.
Nope. I
didn't say it.
Oh.
Illegal.
Rebellious. You can't
He's
stop
rebellious.
Me. Yeah.
The whole point of that is like, the original mind or thought or whatever created this realm through vibration, through word. Mm-hmm. Like what if this entire cosmos that we're experiencing was one word? What if it was one omnipresent, omniscient, all-knowing, all-encompassing vibration? What if that word was Om? It's like this reality was spoken through Om. It's the fucking frequency that is symbolic of the entire consciousness of reality manifesting. It's like it's some deep shit. It's like Rosicrucianism 101. I said ism. Oh, fuck it, that counts. But it's literally 101, like first chapter, like start saying Om, trust us, it'll wake up your psyche.
Yeah.
First chapter, first lesson. Start saying Om. Start it now. Say it every day.
The whole concept though behind this is because a lot of people. It's funny. Manifestation and affirmations are two things that are now like everywhere.
Commonplace.
Like everyone is talking about manifestation and affirmations.
Yeah.
But the thing that I still very commonly hear from people is like, okay, what do you mean you can just like say something and it becomes true? Like, how does that even work? Like, why would that even be true? It's like, okay, well, we say it all the time, but as soon as you open your mind to the possibility that you are literally everything, you are literally a piece of everything.
You're like a shadow puppet of the original light.
That's a perfect allegory.
You're just like a little figure doing a little dance, but you come from the one true light.
If you're a piece of everything, then why couldn't you influence everything around you? Because you are literally a piece of everything. And the way that you do that is through your subconscious mind, because your mind is the most powerful piece of you, which is a shard of the big mind. So your mind is a little tiny antenna of the big mind. So you have a fraction of that power of the big mind. So all you got to do is tap into that. The way that you tap into that is you kind of trick yourself a little bit. There's so many borders and barriers in place that have been placed into our minds from society or whatever, daily stress, like you talk about all the time. It's all to distract us from the power within. The power within. The power within. So you say these things, you say them out loud. That is a ritual. Because we have learned to communicate with our mouths in this, form, in this incarnation. This is how we communicate with one another, is with our mouths. So if we can communicate the things that we want into the world, then subconsciously we believe it to be true. And if you believe it, it is real and it will become real.
In some way it will manifest to be a part of your reality, because the more, let's like energy energy flows where attention goes. So it's like, just like what Nick was saying, to take it just a little bit like in another direction. It's like your mind is literally, like he said, it's a piece of consciousness just observing reality around itself and like becoming self-aware. Like the ultimate goal of coming here is to become self-aware, to know thyself.
Yeah.
It's that ancient quote from Socrates or Aristotle. It's like, know thyself, and anyway, so it's like the more we become self-aware of the fact that we are infinite beings of light, of the highest consciousness, and we manifest here all to experience what?
Beings of light.
Shit.
Also, I was going to say, one of the best examples, in my opinion, of manifestation is Vincent's story of getting into Greece.
Oh, yeah. That was great, man.
It's like he knew what he wanted.
And the movie Grease.
Yes. And he took the steps to
That's
get
why
there.
I burst out.
Yeah. So go listen to that episode if you haven't. But taking the steps to get there, putting himself in the right spot for the chance to do something, and it turned out to be exactly what he wanted.
It's taught in these societies, in the secret societies, that there are 3 steps of the manifestation of consciousness. It's like you could look at it as like how Nikola Tesla said it. The numbers are 369, energy, frequency, vibration. Remember, all of the solfeggio frequencies are different. The adding of each of those numbers in each frequency ends up as either 3, 6, or 9.
Yeah,
there's 9 of them. I believe all the numbers are 3, 6, or 9.
That's why the numbers. No.
There's like 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Yeah.
That's why, like, if you look at a keypad on your computer, like with the numbers. The frequencies are literally on the keypad already, like in correct order. Like, it's insane.
But then the other secret that they teach about the manifestation of consciousness is like originy, dude. Like it's science ficky. Remember that Kyle video?
Yeah.
He's like, it's science ficky.
Science ficky proven.
Yeah, science ficky proven, dude.
Yeah.
It was a perp skirt.
Perp skirt from the north.
Anyway, so the manifestation of consciousness, it's like initially there was a point. There was one unified reference point of consciousness, and then it expressed itself. And that's where you, in a 2-dimensional realm, if you could look at like 2D shapes as these primordial representations of the original consciousness, some deep like ritual magic type shit we're getting into here.
Yeah.
If you look at the point as the original, the one, and then it expressed itself in a line, and then those 2 forces are magnetically attracted, and through the attraction of those 2 points brings the reconciliation of those 2 opposites, which that's where the force is then present, and it creates a third and new point that is a product of the original 2 energies, and then you have the shape, which is a triangle, and there's 3 points, and they're connected in this eternal trinity. That's consciousness. That's
Philosopher's Stone.
Philosopher's Stone. It's the big secret of consciousness. It's the Trinity. There's the dual aspects of reality, of spirit and matter, of the divine, of male and female, of light and dark, and these forces that are constantly in this eternal cosmic dance or song or whatever. Some mythologies present it as a battle, some present it as a dance, some present it as a song. It doesn't matter. You know, the point is these swirling forces of eternity are always creating life. It's the force that brings these two opposites together that creates the third manifestation. And the steps of these manifestations are, first it's thought. You have a thought. And then that thought comes down from the third eye, or down from the crown, from the mind, from the masculine intellect portion of consciousness, down into the center of your being, which is the heart chakra, which is the feminine energy. It's like the watery, loving, nurturing field of emotion where forms begin to take shape and begin to grow their power. Because remember, thoughts, words, concepts, emotions, they're vibrational forms in another reality. And then the third and final form is the action. It's the willing it into reality. So it starts with the thoughts. Then you charge that shit up with your emotional center, your heart chakra. If you believe in, I believe it, like Naruto. Like he didn't just want to be the Hokage because he was cocky. He fucking needed it. You know what I mean?
And he needed it. He said it over and over and over, hundreds, thousands of times until it became true.
He needed it, dude. He believed it.
It's
like us, man. It's like we need this. We need this show. It's like such an important part of our lives now. It's like it's the thought, then the emotion, and then the third part is the action, and it's the sending the frequency out into the cosmos, and then stepping away from it, and then just trusting that the cosmos will return it and bring it right back to you.
Yeah, it's funny because if you think about like when you communicate, often the thought forms in your head, and then you feel, because we feel our feelings in our chest, and which is our heart chakra. We feel it in our chest. It's funny because you have a thought, and then you feel it in your chest, and then you speak it. Like literally, what you're saying: thought, heart, action
out of your throat chakra.
Yeah,
You said cosmos, and we have cosmic. Are we counting?
That counts.
Let's take it.
It counts.
Yeah, but
that's super profound.
That's what they really teach, bro. I learned that from a guy named Mark Passio. I don't know him. I watched his series online. He's like super unapproachable. He's basically like was a very high level, prominent member of the Temple of Satan.
Oh my!
The one that everybody says is like just a political movement, which is like what they want everyone to think.
Of course.
And he got to the highest levels. Like he was like good friends with like some of the highest level priestly class of the Temple of Satan, learned all of their occult knowledge. He had a profound experience. He had a breakdown. He was like,
occult.
Fuck this shit. Oh, occult. He was
Illuminati.
Like, so he's dedicated the rest of his life to revealing every single piece of esoteric wisdom.
That's
so like
epic.
Highly recommend watching The Natural Laws. I can't remember the exact name of the documentary, but oh my God, I would kill to have him on the show. He'd be a phenomenal guest.
Yeah.
Mark Passio, Passio. Very.
What you said though is 1,000% true. That like we at this point in doing this show, we do need this.
Yeah.
We need this, but we need this because we see how much it's helping people.
Oh yeah.
That's the only reason that we need this. Everything else that comes from this show or will come from this show is bonus. But
it's bonus, yeah.
The number one thing that rocks me to my core, we were talking about this earlier before recording, is the stories that people share with us of how much this community, and that's another thing I'm just so proud of this community, just lifting each other up and caring for each other and loving each other and spreading positivity.
Yeah. Love.
So,
yes.
Love?
Yeah.
Hey,
You
let's
got bingo?
go.
No, I'm close.
All right.
How many do you need?
To get, I need one more, and it's amazing. You haven't.
Hey,
said
listen, shepherd us there.
Don't give us any hints.
No,
I want a
I'm not
hint.
going to.
This episode's almost over.
We're gonna get it. Trust me. We'll get it before it ends. But let us try.
Okay. Yeah, I just want everybody to know at this point it's too late for us to turn back because this means too much to too many people. And it means insane amount to us because it means so much to so many people. And so that being said, I encourage everybody listening to this and watching this to affirm, to speak the things that you want, speak positivity into your life. If you are going through a rough time, if you're going through an incredibly stressful period in your life, if you're confused, if you don't know what's going on, you don't know what to do, it doesn't matter what you need. Clarity, support, money. Sometimes it's like you literally need money to survive. I mean, that it is what it is. Whatever it is that you need, do not be afraid to speak it into existence. Speak it. Believe it. Speak it, feel it, believe it.
With that said, like the way I understand it, it's not I need money, I need money, I need money.
No.
It's I am wealthy.
Yes.
I am wealthy.
You are. You speak the things that you are.
Remember, I need money is black magic.
Yes.
Because you might not actually need money. You might actually really need the lesson of becoming grateful and learning to exist and be stable and secure in that moment without the money. You know what I mean?
Well,
like
wealth,
it's like
wealth isn't necessarily money.
Yeah.
Right.
And but it is important to clarify. You don't want to necessarily just say like, I need money, give me money. You know, it's not like that. It's more so you speak and say things like, I am taken care of.
I have everything I need.
I have everything I need.
I'm grateful for everything I have because I have everything that I need.
You know,
one of my favorites.
Yeah.
What I want wants me.
I love that. I love
that's
that.
a great
And you know
one.
what's funny is without even really knowing that it is a mantra or an affirmation, the one that I have said the most in my life and that I probably say every single day is everything's going to be okay.
Yeah.
Everything is going to be okay. I say that all the time. You know, I say that to my wife all the time. If she gets anxious about things, if she's worried, if she's stressed or whatever, everything's going to be okay. Like that is potentially the most powerful mantra there is. Everything is going to be okay.
What I've been saying a lot lately is like, I am ready to walk my truest path. Or also like my inner light burns through my blocks and my fears. And like, it's important to understand that what you believe is what you will manifest. That doesn't mean you just sit there and like delusionally believe in like fairies and dragons and shit and you're going to start seeing them. Wow, that's not what this means. What this means is on a subtle subconscious level, you will have limiting beliefs about yourself that will be reflected as scenarios and circumstances for you to overcome in your life. But most people don't have... most people, you know, before the whole age of Aquarius shift started, most people didn't have this mystical body of knowledge to understand this. They just knew they had to like, well, the Lord works in mysterious ways, and I'm just supposed to suffer in this life so that I can finally make it to heaven and be rewarded with the eternal glory, because God's the God of the mercy and the poor.
Yeah.
And this life's roses compared to the fire and the damnation of hell. I actually used to hear shit like that in my Pentecostal church.
That's what they
like,
say.
That's my point, is like what you believe. I mean, think about it. Everyone's sitting around believing like I'm a worthless fucking piece of shit. And God looks at me and he's like, don't act up, dude. I'm going to send your ass to hell.
You do one thing, I'm punishing you forever.
He's got a fucking sniper rifle on your head, dude. God does. He's like, don't make me pull the trigger. In their mind.
Yeah.
In their mind. You know what I mean? It's like, imagine going around believing that way. You're going to be in distress. Everyone around you is not going to be Christian enough, and you're going to be worried about everyone's soul and everyone's damnation. That's how my family is.
Oh, absolutely.
You know what I mean?
And a lot of people, like there are people in my family that are like, we are called to testify. We are called, it is our mission to shepherd souls and it's like, bruh, come on, let people live their lives, bruh. If you want to believe that, and it brings, you know, enrichment and beauty and love into your life, hell yeah, good for you. Keep doing it. That's awesome. But as soon as you start going and telling people like, you got to believe or you'll burn in hell, it's like, come on, man.
And it's like, it's funny, ironically, because we're like kind of doing something similar to that, but the difference is on camera and we're not forcing anyone to listen.
But no. There's a huge distinct difference in what we are doing and what organized religions are doing.
Yes, religion. Bingo.
Yes! Dude, I mean 3 to that, because that was bingo.
We did it!
Yes. I like this conversation started and I'm like, you guys are so close.
We did it!
Religion, baby.
Yes.
Yeah, bingo!
Okay.
All right, mama!
It is very important. I'm sorry for talking with my mouth full.
How rude.
I know, we've been doing it the entire
It tastes
episode.
like ranch.
All right. Thanks, Ryan.
It's important that we make this distinction, though. The shit that we talk about This ain't a religion.
No, I don't mean that.
No, I know.
It's just ironically like a comedy bit. Like when you think about it, we're out here like, you gotta believe this way.
No, but that's the thing. We are not telling anybody specific things or ways to believe.
Yeah.
We are just saying believe. Believe in yourself. Believe that everything is positive, everything is love, everything is light. Spread that like butter all over the planet, and it's gonna be okay. That's not at all the same thing as what
for sure.
religions are like. You have to sacrifice a turtle at a temple if your wife is on her period. It's like, dude, come on now. You gotta burn all your tattoos off, and you're not allowed to cut your hair. It's like, stop.
I'm trying to grow my hair. I don't know. I just feel this urge.
All right. Well, we did bingo. Damn it.
Let me tell you what it was.
Are we at an hour?
Yeah, we're at an hour.
All right.
Love, Rosicrucians, crystals, Hermeticism, religion.
We did it! I can't believe it.
Wait, that was the only few we hit?
No, that was my bingo.
That was,
okay.
That was his bingo. We definitely hit more than that.
How many did we hit? I'd like to know everyone we hit.
I wasn't marking it, unfortunately, because I'm flipping between cards.
It was at least like 10 or 15.
Honestly, yeah. I mean, there's a lot that was left out there. How about you each say something, one shot, and I'll let you know if it's on the card.
Oh, I like it. You go first. Anything. Wait.
Green Man.
Close, but no.
Trickster.
Archetype.
Archetype's on there.
Wait, you said archetype at one point.
Joker. Not over.
Joker was the
Episode's not over.
All right, God. Show's over now.
Okay, yeah, I don't want to eat.
It ain't.
I don't want to eat any more
It ain't
M&Ms.
till we hit him with a BG.
All right. Ready? 3,
All right.
2, 1. Bye, guys. Hope you had fun.
Thank you so much for watching. If you want to see more, check out our other videos.
And before you go, don't forget to subscribe. See you next week. Peace.